We the people, hello, hello. Trey's Treasures, hello again. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, let me adjust the camera. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to spend with me, to spend in this this live chat. I know the majority of you folks are getting out of work, had a long day's worth of work, and you probably wouldn't mind just kicking back in a recliner on the, you know, on the couch or the bed, just relaxing. But I do appreciate that you're investing some of that time with me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to talk a little bit about silver. I want to talk about fear of investment. I want to talk about you and how we should be thinking like the big boys, like the people who are reaching their investment goals. There's a few things that stop us and keep us where we're at. But I want the room to fill up a little bit more, and then I'll start the discussion. I want to say hello to a few people. Daryl Paz, Justin Des Roches, thank you so much, and Little Red Pony, Danku Lum, Daryl Paz, and I mentioned you already, Josh Davis, and North Country Off Grid. What's up, man? I've been missing these lately. Don't feel bad. I've been missing yours. And Fire Cajun. There's a few names in here I don't recognize, but thank you, everybody. Liz Osborne, appreciate it. Travis Anthony and Silver Rookie, thank you so much. Juan SS, hello to you. And John Wright, thank you very much for spending some of your time with me. I say that a lot because I realize free time that we're not working, is a very valuable asset. Time. Slaves don't have a lot of free time. And I recognize that. And I appreciate you spending some of that on me. John Wright and Stilts, thank you. And Tyrone, thank you for being my moderator. Jimbo and We the People, I think I've already mentioned you. Mr. Ulfang and MO6. I've never seen MO6 before, but hello. And Ed Mull, thank you very much for being here. Mark B. Oh man, look at my life. I am a lot like you are. Hey man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. Gosh, I know who sings that. Neil Young, right? Neil Young. Hey man, are you calling me old? Step outside. So anyway, the room is filled up a lot, enough to start talking. Yeah, Neil Young. I thought it was Neil Young. Well, thank you so much, Crypto Gangs. Nice, I caught this live. Love your work. Keep pushing your videos. And by the way, because Crypto Gangs gave me a $5 super chat, I want to promote his new YouTube site. So just click on his link, go check out his site, and I'm thinking that you're going to like it. I've already checked out a few of his videos over the last 2 days. Mark B, I was a bodybuilder like you. Well, I'm an ex-bodybuilder. As you know, I had that heart attack, and I actually went to the gym today. I'm taking it easy. I get very lightheaded now when I lift, and very, very difficult. I'm going to talk to my doctor, maybe tell him to do a VO2 max test, I think it's called. It's the ratio of oxygen in the blood or something like that. I want to see if he was going to do that measurement. There's got to be a reason why I'm getting very lightheaded in the gym. Anyway, that's not what you came here to hear. Investing. If you can think of your investment goals, whether it be silver, whether it be gold, whether it be the stock market, and yes, cryptocurrency, the big boys seem to reach their goals and always seem to hit the right times. Now, granted, they're doing a little bit of cheating, but I think the biggest thing, if we can think of our financial freedom as we'll just giggle a little bit. Bear with me. Seaway44, thanks for being in the house. If we can think of our financial goals, our financial freedom as a living entity, just bear with me. I'm just trying to build this up. This living entity is protected. It is protected from people obtaining it. The protection mechanism, like most animals have, is called fear. When the markets do something that is an opportunity for us, we get scared. And we make a bad decision when we are scared. We make the wrong decision when we are scared. That is what prevents us from achieving our financial goals with silver, gold, even the stock market. And I don't believe in the stock market. Fear drives us to make the wrong decision. Fear drives us out of the market. Fear drives us to completely give up and sell off. I give up. I'm tired of losing. I bought at $40 damn an ounce. It's now $14 an ounce. I'm selling it before I lose one more buck. I'm getting something back out of this. And it's a wrong decision. It is a wrong decision. And I understand it is very easy to lose faith. I've lost faith quite a few times. And the trick is to do the opposite of what your fear is telling you to do. Most people are selling off their silver right now. The serious people like you and I hope, are using this as a buying opportunity to obtain our financial goals. Silver Hodl, Itch Otto, $5. Thank you. Small boat fund donation. Just stop by. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much, Silver Hodl, Itch Otto. Appreciate it. They use fear to control us, to manipulate us. They spread that fear through many different mechanisms. Like I said, I just got out of the gym. I'm a little dry mouthed here. They spread that fear through news media outlets. They have the so-called financial experts come on. Oh, this ABC stock. We see good things in the future with this ABC stock. This financial advisor barely knows how to wipe his ass. They're pulling these financial advisors out of nowhere, just like they have political advisors and experts. Beware of the experts. Douglas Mumi, thank you so much. Hey, taxpayer, been a sub for about a month. Bought my first Eagles this week with the missus. I'm thinking you meant the wife. She is on board. That is awesome. Thanks for motivating us. Doug from SLC. SLC, I should know where that is. Jesus, why can't I think of where that is? SLC. I'm brain dead. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. We need to stop being fearful of our goals, as all I'm trying to Salt Lake City. Duh. God, what a maroon, as Bugs Bunny would say, what a maroon. And Salt Lake City, I know Utah because my wife is from Provo, Utah. She went to Brigham Young University, so you would think I would know. So I'm going to repeat myself, but say it a little differently. We need to double down, folks. We need to not lose sight and not be fearful and not be tricked into making the wrong decision. I know silver's at $14 an ounce. And let me make a confession to you. I would say 1/3 of my silver was purchased at $40 an ounce. It was. And I have a pretty decent amount of silver. So when it dropped and kept dropping, and now it's finally $14 an ounce, like many of you, my heart sunk. I was kind of hoping to see it gravitate towards the opposite end of the spectrum. But I made a video yesterday, and this is manipulated to fall like this, to shake out the unfaithful. They sell off. And the big boys, they're able to scoop up what has fallen from the tree at very low prices. See, they don't pay premium prices. They manipulate the prices until they're rock bottom. And that's how that's how the big boys obtain their gold and their silver. Because people who lose faith, we call them the low-hanging fruit. They sell off. It makes the market even drop even further. And now you have all this silver on the market that can be bought up at those low prices, and that is what is being done. It is being bought up at low prices. When will it go up? I keep getting asked. When people stop selling off. When people stop selling off. You got to understand something. The big boys, and when I say big boys, I'm talking bankers, government, whomever acquires massive amounts of silver. They don't want their silver that's sitting in a vault at $14 an ounce. Do you really think they really want it at $14 an ounce? No, they don't. When you acquire millions of ounces, tons of gold, you definitely don't want the prices at an all-time low. Unless you're still buying, unless you're still scooping up. When they notice that there is no more low-hanging fruit, people are no longer losing faith in their investments, there's nothing to be had anymore, then the prices will move upwards. That is why the prices are at $14 an ounce, folks. So the big boys, can scoop it up at very cheap prices. I've learned something long time ago. The big boys don't pay $40, $50 an ounce. Not when they can manipulate the market and drive it down. Would you? Would you pay $40 for anything if you can drive the price down of that widget? No, you wouldn't. You would drive the price down, then you would buy, wouldn't you? I don't want people to lose faith. I don't want to see you guys sell off. I make no money. You check out my homepage. There's no links to silver companies. I'm not endorsed by not one lousy silver company. I make no money by anybody getting on here at 6:30 at night when I can be in freaking bed browsing the television. I just don't want to see people. And the reason I would bring this up, there's a couple of people at work who've sold everything they got. They bought it about $37 an ounce, he said. He had several hundred ounces of silver at $37 an ounce. He saw it drop to 25. He lived with it. Saw it drop to 20. He was aggravated. Saw it drop to 15 and 14. He says, I'm tired of losing my money. But there's going to be a time in the future when the silver is going to rebound, when it's going to, folks. And that same person, many people like him, are going to kick themselves for losing faith. Again, think of our goals, our financial freedom, opportunity. It's coated in a blanket of fear, and it's hard to get opportunity when it's protected by this fear. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. Opportunity is normally lined with fear. And you've heard it all before, and I hate to be a preacher, but to obtain opportunity, there needs to be risk. And with risk, there is always fear. You see how that goes? Let's risk just a little bit longer, folks, a little bit longer. Utilize these low prices as buying opportunities. I remember when I would only get 4 lousy freaking ounces for $100. And when it was $40, I would get maybe 2.5 for $100. Now we can scoop it up too, just like the big boys. Anyway, enough preaching. I just want this to be motivational. I don't want to talk down to nobody. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to motivate. I'm trying to motivate folks to just stay focused. Don't be fearful of winning. That's all. Like I said, one's missing. One must have fallen out. Most of my silver, and I'm still with you, most of my silver was purchased at $40 an ounce. Not most, 1/3. But I can guarantee you 90% of my silver was purchased above $14 an ounce. Thank you, Seaway44, for being in the room. I appreciate the fact that you're also a moderator, along with Tyrone. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you folks would just do me a favor, hit the like button if you appreciate the work I'm doing. In addition, if you don't like what I'm doing, I can respect that. I have nothing against you. Hit the down button. Don't be afraid to hit that down button. Let's say hello to a few people. I'll answer a few questions. I'll look at a few comments. I like to get the feedback. I like to see if I'm reaching you folks. If so I'll start backwards. Urban Lifestyle, thank you so much for being here. Keep buying for dollar cost average. I agree, man. Because if most of what I bought is higher than 40, let's just say at $40, and if I can buy a bunch at 14, when you average it out, it's gonna be right in the middle, right? Lord Humongous, overtax needs to stop paying the taxing criminals. I don't understand what that means. Overtax needs to stop paying the taxing criminals. I try to pay them as little as possible without getting thrown in jail. Stiff Stackler, Sans Pure. Yes, I did have a nice Thanksgiving, although I effed up the turkey a little bit. It was still edible, and it looked great, but I still effed it up just a little bit. Taz MD, just got my 5-ounce in the mail. Yeah, 5-ounce bar, I'm taking it, right, Taz? That is phenomenal. And you got a great deal at $14 and change. That's freaking amazing that you got that silver at that low of a price. We'll look into train stocks that pay a dividend. Yeah, some of the older telephone company stocks pay a dividend. King James, John Moray. I got charged tax on my purchase today for the first time. I need to look into that tax that you're talking about. Paranormal Peter in the house, and Graham Blake. I love 5 ounces. I love 5 ounces and 10 ounces. By the way, I made a video about me not telling everybody else not to. I'm not into kilo bars and 100-ounce bars. I just think they're going to be difficult to get rid of in the time that you will need to sell. I made a video about this, and a lot of people misinterpreted that. What I meant was it wouldn't be difficult to get rid of a 100-ounce bar at today's prices. But in the time that you need to sell, it won't be today, will it? It'll be sometime in the future. And perhaps after the price of silver spikes, then it will be harder to sell a 100-ounce bar, wouldn't it? And that was the gist of that video. And the fact that is the larger the bar, the more suspicious the seller. Not saying that your bar is fake, but buyers have suspicions and concerns also. And the larger the bar, the more you're going to run into buyers who are having concerns. Yes, there's acid test, but the acid test only tests the surface of the silver bar. You know, you rub it on a little black stone and you test the residue on the stone. That only tests the surface. Many local coin shops actually want to drill into bigger bars to confirm that it's not just cladded with silver. And therefore, I just feel that the bigger bars will possibly be a hindrance when the prices of silver go up. That's all I'm saying. Like I said before in many videos, if somebody walked up to me and dropped a 100-ounce bar on me, you know, I'd take it. But I wouldn't spend the money on it. You know what I mean? I think I'd rather have, instead of a 100-ounce bar, I'd rather have 100 1-ounce bars. I think it'd be more easier to get rid of. Let's say one person couldn't afford a whole 100-ounce bar. But if I have 100 1-ounce bars, well, maybe I could find one person who can afford 50 and another person who can afford 50. So you guys got to do it your own way. Whatever way, just get real silver. Don't buy off of Craigslist. Please do not buy off of Craigslist. And I know many people are advocates for eBay. If you're buying from the big dealers on eBay, I can see, yeah, okay, you know, because I think JM and APMEX and a few other well-known dealers sell on eBay outlets. But if you're going to buy it from Joe Schmo, oh, hell no. Not on eBay, folks. Sorry. Yes, old Mexico gold coins are gorgeous. One of these days, I'm going to have a 1-ounce gold coin. One of these days. I would love to get Jesus, that Jesus bar also, Taz. You like the flag bar. One of these days, I'm going to get the Jesus. He's cleaning out the all the bankers. Chase in the house, and Urban Lifestyle in the house, and Paul Deich. Looney Tunes 85. I'm not tarded. Okay. Simon Hoare, loving your videos. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you so much. Again, all I'm asking for is a thumbs up. I'm not asking for your firstborn or anything. We the people, I think I've already said hello, but thanks again, and Ryan and whatnot. So Mark B watched my UFO video. Mark B, honestly, what did you think? Just quickly, did you find it reasonably truthful? Could you understand what I was trying to articulate as far as seeing just an edge? North Country off-grid UFO. Yeah, I have a UFO video out there. It's I think it's about 2 years ago. You're gonna have to look it up though. Back in 1986. I know how retarded it is, how it sounds. I saw a UFO in 1986, give or take. I think 1986 or something like that. I saw it. No doubt about it. I saw it. I've never seen one since, but I can't help it. A lot of people laugh and giggle under their breath when I tell them, but I did. I made a video about 2 years ago explaining what I saw, and I was not alone, and I was not the only one to see it. So, Lord Humongous, I have the real Bitcoin, but I took some more silver up to the White Mountains. I have some in that little dresser there. It would take me some time to dig through the canisters because I got a bunch of loose 1 ounce coins. I got a lot of loose 1 ounce coins. And therefore, I would have to dig through them. And I just didn't want to occupy everybody's time, make them watch me searching for a Bitcoin. But yes, you're right. I have a silver Bitcoin, 1 ounce pure silver. And it was due to the generosity of somebody, one of my subscribers. Yes, it was. I was completely blown away when I looked in the P.O. box, the mailbox, and saw it. Completely blown away. Do you guys think that the California fires are being started by directed energy weapons? Doubtful. I think it's just foolish people, and possibly, I'm just going to throw this out there, terrorist actions. Yeah, credit card debts. Litecoin was actually down at $28 and change. So yeah. So sans pure, overtaxed. I mean, platinum or palladium. Well, I'm going to say if I had no choice but the two, platinum. But then again, I'd rather have silver or gold over platinum. Why? Why would I rather have gold over platinum? Because a lot of people are just simpletons, no fault of their own. You go to sell that platinum to somebody, they might not believe you and mistake it for silver. I'd rather have gold. In addition, gold goes back all the way to the Old Testament. It has a track record of many thousands of years as money. Platinum doesn't. Matter of fact, you can't find platinum in the Bible. And I'm not trying to get all biblical. I'm just trying to make a point that which one has a better track record. Now, don't get me wrong. If I found some platinum, obviously I'm not going to throw it in the trash. But I just am telling you what I would spend my money on. I'm not a financial advisor. You got to do what you got to do. Brian Anderson, buy silver and Litecoin. I think I got about 12 Litecoin now. I'm slowly going up, I got, I think, maybe $120 worth of Bitcoin. Not a lot. I'm working on it. Just got the Palladium Proof MS70. And I'm agreeing with the guy, 12-3-2-2. Gold is the king, man. Gold is the king. It is the money of kings. The ticker's doing good. Thank you so much, Gary G. I went to the gym today. and I was getting very lightheaded. But I would just take a rest and then move on and keep at it. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to ask my doctor to do a VO2 test. And that tests the oxygen ratio in your blood or something like that. I'm wondering if I'm getting enough oxygen, and so I'm working at it. I'm just got back in the gym. I've been in the gym for about 2 weeks now, and I'm definitely a lot weaker. Can't bench no 315 for 6 or 7 reps anymore. No more. I'm almost afraid to do it with my heart now. Yeah, I'm trying to, all eyes on me. I'm definitely trying to buy some Bitcoin, but got to do your financial responsibilities first, right? And that goes for buying silver. Can't buy silver when your financial responsibilities are being neglected. And that's what I always tell everybody here. Pay your financial responsibilities first. It does you no good. It won't make you feel any better to have a pile of this high, and then you have debt that's even higher. It won't make you feel better. Get rid of that freaking debt. Now, I always tell people, you can buy a little silver at the same time as you're paying off debt. Because remember, we got $14 ounces now. Phew, better take advantage of that. So, yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments. I always say this, and I don't mean it as not trying to patronize you. I got some very smart subscribers, and I just love looking at the comments. Silver Wolverine in the house. I just bought a KitchenAid Stand Mixer Pro 7. Dude, did you see my KitchenAid stand? I think I have the Pro. God, I got to show it to you, dude. Did you not see it? I just bought one too. I don't think it's on a stand. I think you're talking about a standing floor mixer. Mine's on the counter, but it's the Pro version. Got it at, where did we get it at? I didn't get it at, there's a bunch of Pro versions out there. You can go to Bed Bath & Beyond and get theirs, or you can go to, what's that high-end kitchen place that sells the better version? That's where we got ours. Anyway, full house tonight, 177 people, and only 70 thumbs up. Ouch. Ow. Ooh, ow. Oh, Ethel, I'm coming for you. Oh, man. Williams-Sonoma, that's the place. I bought our Kitchen Pro, I think it's a Pro 6 or a 7 at Williams-Sonoma no more than 2 or 3 months ago for my wife. She had to have it in red. So yeah, Kung Fu Tuber. Do you have the new Silver Queen's Beast Falcon yet? Yeah, unfortunately I don't. Not quite yet. I wanted to, but Christmas is coming up, and a lot of the funds are being allocated towards gifts. I actually am buying this house, this condo. As you folks know, I have a place up in the White Mountains, and I've been renting this here in Tucson while I work. So I said to myself, why am I paying somebody else rent when I can pay myself rent? So we put in the offer, we saved up the down payment, and 2 days ago, the deposit escrow check just went in the mail. The seller signed his portion of the contract. I signed mine. Closing date, I think my wife said, is the 21st. So talk about fear because I was nervous about having two homes. But remember, in the beginning of this video, I said opportunity, financial freedom is normally protected. It is coded with a lining of fear. And if you cannot penetrate that fear, you will never attain financial freedom. You will never do good in the stock market. You will never do good in the silver market if you are always cock blocked by fear. Yeah, so closing date is the 21st, providing that nothing falls apart. I've been living here for 2 years, renting this for 2 flipping years. That money could have been going towards me. No fear, Looney Tunes, makes most people sell off. And that's what I'm trying to make people do. Fear should. You should do the opposite of what your emotions tell you. Your emotions, you're freaking out. Silver's dropped to like $9 an ounce. Let's just hypothetically say, holy shit, I'm losing all this money. I'm selling it before I lose another dollar. That's how the normal sheep, the suckers, think, and they sell off. We need to tell ourselves to think the opposite, to think like the big boys. So in answer to your question, I did not buy the Falcon yet. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. My money is being allocated to other things, and money is extremely tight right now. So maybe after Christmas, I'll buy that Falcon. They are some very gorgeous coins. Mark B, I can't even read those damn words. Aglophobia is the persistent, unwarranted, and often aglophobia is the persistent, unwarranted, and often irrational fear of pain. Irrational fear of pain twice, he said. I am with Paul Deich. Buy, load up if you can. Fear is the mind killer. Little Red Pony. Absolutely. You cannot let fear, and like I said, opportunity, it's like a living entity. Think of it as a living entity, and it's coded almost like a porcupine. It's coded with all these little stickers, and you can't get to it. Opportunity is the same way, but it's coded, instead of porcupine stickers, it's coded with this thing called fear. And until you can get through that fear, then you will be successful. Maxi pads, definitely. Absolutely prep maxi pads. As a matter of fact, Kotex and maxi pads should be in every medical kit. Every medical kit. Why? Because they're super absorbent. And for a big laceration, a serious laceration, or a gunshot wound, serve you very well. I'm not into the stock market, no. And I'll tell you why. I know nothing about it. And I see it as a Vegas game. And in Vegas, the house always wins. Now, I'm not saying everything in the stock market is bad, but I'm scared of it. And I already talked about fear. So I know what a hypocrite is. But instead of the stock market, I chose precious metals. So, because the house can't win my precious metals. You see that? Vegas stacker. You should know. You're in Vegas. The house always wins. Eventually, they get it all. Yeah, reality dog. You don't need a med kit in the movies. People get shot and have no problems. Yeah, in the movies they get shot 4 or 5 times and they're still fighting back. Well, anybody. Well, it is 7 o'clock. It has gone on for 40 minutes. If I can get you all, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button also. It's that little bell icon. It'll just make you aware of when I upload a new video. And I'm actually doing more videos instead of live chats. I'm going to call it a night, folks. I really am. I'm really tired. I got to do it all over again tomorrow, 9 hours tomorrow. And age and location. What are you talking about? Make America great again. Yeah. Is farming deer illegal? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Build the wall. And like I said, I'm 30 minutes. I'm not even maybe 30 minutes away from. I'm about 30 minutes north of the Nogales border. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. I can get in my car and probably be at the border in 20, 25 minutes. I know what's going on. And it ain't what the news is telling you, folks. It is not what the news is telling you. See, they take pictures of what they want you to see. Meanwhile, there's a riot of people just 20 feet away. They won't take a picture of that. No, they'll take a picture over here. It's all misleading. Anyway, folks, you all have a great night. I appreciate you hearing me talk about silver. I appreciate you giving me the thumbs up. This video will be uploaded in about 20 minutes after if you just tuned in, it'll be uploaded in about 20 minutes after we end the video. And you all have a great night. Thank you so much again for investing some of your time with me here. You take care. Good night.